Hello, y'all. Sorry about it. That the video that I made wasn't, you couldn't really hear it because of the loudness of the truck and everything. But I want to go ahead and talk about the how all the stalking and all this craziness of slander my name. When I go live, people's all up in my comments saying sarcastic stuff. It's because there was an advertisement group about 3 or 4 or 5 years ago had contacted me. I didn't know how they got my email address or anything like that. Contact me about doing advertisement. And at that time, I was doing, bringing out my Soraya Natural Beauty spa service. And when I was bringing out that spa service, I didn't do a lot of advertisement, but I had already started the business and already had customers and stuff like that was coming, to me. And next thing I know, so I decided to go ahead and give them a try, because I knew that eventually later on that I would need like advertisement anyway, and so after that, so went ahead and did that. I think it was like either 1 year or 2 year that I had signed up for advertisement. And what the advertisement is that they will, like, y'all see what a hand sanitizer be in different places, where they were like that, where you can post your ad and stuff on. So I was like, okay, well, that'd be good advertisement for, in my hometown or whatever, because at that time we was, still building the house and all that stuff too. And so went ahead with it. Long story short, went ahead with it. And then next thing I know, they didn't produce good work. When they said that they were supposed to have my advertisement posted in a store, it wasn't there. It was not there. I even had family members to go there and check, and they said there was nothing there that has my store, my brand name, my company, or nothing like that. Soraya Natural Beauty. So Soraya Natural Beauty was my first brand. And then now I have Soraya Signature Collection by Grace. That's my second brand. So they're all under the same umbrella. And then next thing I know, I had called them up. So I ended up calling them up and talked to different people. At first, they didn't know that I had ads with them. Sometimes they didn't know what I was, talking about. And then next thing I know, I was like, well, this company seems to me like this advertising company is not legit. Something fishy going on. Because I was transferred to so many people, and a lot of them didn't know what they were talking about. Didn't know I had an ad going on with them and all this craziness, until I had to keep explaining to different people. So once I paid them in full, then all of a sudden they were still trying to take money out of my account. So then that's when I contacted my bank and told my bank, look, these people are trying to take money out of my account when it's already paid in full. And so then that's when my bank closed out my account and all that stuff. So then that's when they get mad. So then I started reporting to Better Business Bureau, because that's what my bank was saying. And also take it to the police if I need to. So my bank closed out my account and all that stuff. Next thing I know, these people start stalking me. I know their faces. Their family members. It's a group of men. It was about 69 from what I saw on the website. And it was a few women and stuff like that involved. But most of it was made up of men, of different race and different ages and stuff. Because they had all their pictures and all that stuff on the website. And so then I started seeing like different license plates and stuff like that. So when I saw the different license plates, that's when I noticed it. I was like, I know that this advertisement group is not stalking me, and I knew that one of the owners was like from Florida, because he had a picture of his family and all that stuff. So I knew it was one of was from Florida or whatever. And I used to see the Florida vehicle license plate, you know, then New Jersey, Texas, and Wisconsin, and Maryland, and Georgia, and I mean Michigan. It was a lot. Colorado. It was a lot, because all those men were from different parts of the state, and it was joined together. I guess that's how they did it for that business or whatever. And I was telling my husband, I said, I've been noticing. So then I used to see them in DMV. I'm like, well, why the fuck is they here up in DMV? So one of the guys that I talked to on the phone, he got pissed off and mad. I think his name was Peter. Got pissed off and mad. And I know he was following me because I recognized his picture and his face. So he was in DMV trying to get information. And then he was trying to send a guy over to ask me questions, information, what I'm doing, and I wouldn't tell the guy nothing. He got pissed off and mad. Then I just see a white lady, blonde hair one, she and her son was in there doing it. And I was like, all these people was not from my state. So they traveled from different states. So then next thing I know, they were all, I could see them like following behind the truck and different things like that, making like they not doing anything when I know they're doing illegal stuff. And they pissed off and mad because I called them out for trying to scam me and do illegal things to me and not producing what I asked them to produce. Because I was supposed to have advertisement for a whole year or maybe 2 years. I have to go back and look at the contract and everything else, which I still have all that information. So when I did that, next thing I know, they decided to harass me, following me different places, like I seen their faces and all that stuff. Then they started hacking to my accounts and everything, and my phone, trying to get information with my phone number and try to hack into my accounts and stuff. I had heard that some of them was trying to talk to family members, on my social media pages and pretend to be me and all this stuff. I mean, it was just crazy how these people was doing stuff. And so next thing I know, I would just jot everything down. Every incident, every time things happen, I jot it down in a notebook that I have with me and on me. And so I can have evidence of anything that happened. And I also told family members too that all they got to do is look at this notebook where I bring down detailed stuff about this group. And so then after that, that's when it was like I said, it was just craziness going on with it. And then when I talked to the Better Business Bureau, they contacted me back and they said that I'm not the first one that was complaining about them not delivering business, with their promise to people. So they already had a bad name for themselves anyway, because it was a bunch of people that they had got advertisement for and they didn't come through either with their advertisement. So like I said, that was a bad deal on my part, but I learned from it and I moved on. So I ignored them. When I see them, I would ignore them because I'm like, okay, y'all still on some dumbass bullshit, stuff like that. And then they try to intimidate me, and that shit didn't work. They had people come show their guns. I showed my fucking gun too. And then that shit squashed that shit right quick. And then it went about their business. So then they start taking pictures of me and then creating stuff on social media. I had all these pages of me. People that I know would say that somebody contact them pretending to be me. And then they knew it wasn't me because they know that I don't be on social media like that. I was only on social media to advertise my business. That was it. Not to socialize with nobody, make friends with nobody, anything else. Family members knew that. And people around me know that. that I'm not on social media like that. I'm not on social media beefing with somebody, and and then having all these people come after me and different things like that, which was crazy, which I knew was nothing but this group of men, because I keep seeing them. And so then, and then have family members too. So then after that, then another incident was this girl. I don't know if her name was Madeline or whatever, but that's what I found out. And Madeline, whoever, she was from Tennessee, and she had like a gray Nissan, dark color gray Nissan, ash color gray Nissan, like that. So next thing I know, she was trying to get in front of me. It was already crowded enough on the exit. So when I wouldn't let her in, she just forced her way in, so I had to put on brakes real fast. So once I put on brakes real fast, then that's all of a sudden, that's when I said something, because she was laughing, think the shit was funny. When you driving a track and trailer and you got a load on you that could be like 30 some pounds or whatever, you can't stop all of a sudden on brakes. So, but I wasn't going a good speed to the point that I could do that. So then next thing I know, this bitch going to sit there and let all these other cars get up in front. So then next thing you know, she starts stalking me. And I'm like, I know. And then when I went we had stopped in Tennessee one time, and I went to the bathroom. This bitch stopped too. And a bunch of other females, stopped also at the same time, with different races, different colors or whatever. Stop. But not all of them went into the bathroom. So her and this little transgender person went into the bathroom. So I was waiting for these bitches to do something in the bathroom, because I was going to fuck them up. I was waiting for the opportunity. Don't take me for granted. Just because you see what I look like don't mean that I can't fight and I can't fuck your ass up. That's just it. That's just me. I'm quiet, but you need to watch the quiet ones. So then so I was telling my husband about it or whatever, and then next thing I know, this bitch was, again, I saw her, she was then at another she was at another location that we was at a Waffle House. So it was at a Waffle House, and then next thing I know, she gonna sit there and park beside our truck. So she never did go inside. She never did go inside of the Waffle House. So I'm looking like, okay, why is this bitch parked beside my fucking vehicle? She's in there on her phone, making like she's on her phone or whatever. And so then that's when I just ignored her and just left. So once I left, then she left also behind me. I said, okay, so now she want to stalk and follow too, this bitch. So then after that, I ignored it. See, a lot of things, y'all, I ignored a lot of shit that was going on. The gang stalking, different states, and people, creating pages of me, taking pictures of me, and posting it and doing crazy stuff. And then lying behind it like I'm the one that's doing it to them, when they were the one to doing it to me from the beginning. All because of they couldn't steal from me, and they couldn't put my name or my business into legal shit. So that's the problem, because I caught on to the game that they was trying to play. So then after that, like I said, these people don't lost a lot of shit over the years. Because now I think, as like I said, it's been about 4 or 5 years ago. So they don't lost a lot of shit. So they're not where they used to be at. None of these people. And they're pissed off and mad about it. So then that's why when I come on social media live and different things, they trying to block me. They're trying to get on my live feed and say stupid shit and bullshit, which it doesn't bother me at all. Because you think that you're trying to harass me. That shit don't work out for me. That don't work out. I done been through all that shit that y'all done over the years to me. That shit don't work no more. I'm just letting you know. It don't work. It don't bother me. I'm not worried. As long as you don't come to me and try to harm me. Because if you do, you better watch out. Because I know how to protect myself. So then after that, then I had a neighbor, you know, when we built the house, was coming on there with his dog. His was Hispanic, and then a little white guy that I told you about that was homeless in one of my other videos, where they was coming on the property with a dog, and I was out there cutting grass when we first moved into the house. So I was like, I could hear voices. I'm like, what the hell? They coming through the fucking woods. Coming on my house, and the dog got loud and loud till the dog came and shit up in my yard. And so that's when I said something, and he told me, oh, I'm your neighbor, don't worry about it. I said, no, motherfucker, this is a private property. I did not ask you to come on my property. You trespassing. So he told me, well, if your house burned down, I won't say no. I said, well, if my fucking house burned down, motherfucker, I said, you did it. Because I see you back here on my fucking property. You and the homeless Chris. That I heard now is on fucking drugs. So that's why he probably be coming down back there to the house, trying to get into my house and different things like that and try to do shit because his ass on fucking drugs. And anyway, but that's a different story. So then I ended up calling the cops on the neighbor and all this stuff, and they told him that he can't come back there on my property. He claimed he was looking for a cat. I said there was no cat. And the cop said, why didn't you come through the driveway instead of through the woods? He couldn't explain why he came through the woods instead of the driveway if he was looking for a missing cat. So he was warned, like I said. So then I had cameras put up. So then they was going fucking with the cameras. I even saw Chris and another little boy that used to shoot guns and stuff a lot. I seen him on the fucking camera. See, I just didn't say nothing to these motherfuckers because I'm waiting for you to do major shit to my house. Then I'm going to show the videos and everything. So that's why these people try to hack into my phones and my accounts, because they want to destroy evidence. But see, what they don't know, the fucking phones that they're hacking into, it's not the phone where the shit is on. And see, I don't save the shit on a disc. The fucking disc is with me, motherfuckers. So if you want it, you got to come through me to get it. So I advise you, mind your fucking business and stay the fuck off my property. And also, you know, I seen my dad too one time. He was there too. Like I said, it's just a whole lot of shit going on. And so then, and I guess my dad was back there. I guess he was back there looking just to check and make sure things is okay or whatever. But anyway, and so then I started seeing females, like different fucking females following me. Of all race kept following me. I said, why the fuck these motherfuckers females follow me? And then they would come into the fucking bathroom, you know, looking me up and down and shit. And I'm looking them right back like, what? What? Because I don't know you fucking bitches. So why the fuck are you sitting here looking me up and down? For what? If it was for a piece of dick, you can have that fucking dick. Because I don't fight over no fucking man that is already belongs to me. I'm married to this fucking this man. So why should I fight a bitch over a man that I'm already married to? But I'm just saying, if that was the case. So anyway, and so then after that, then that kind of died down. Then it was this girl from, we had stopped to change drivers or whatever. And then this girl from Kansas City pulled over. So then she gonna come to the truck. And she was like, well, are y'all broke down? I said, I'm looking at this bitch like she crazy. Like, why the fuck is you stopping? So then she wanna stop and sit there and say, well, I said, she was talking. So my husband looking straight forward. He's not saying shit to her. And so she looking like she want answers. And so I finally said, bitch, get the fuck away from this truck. We don't need your fucking help. So then after that, she did walk away. She walked away then after that, after I said what I said to her. And then she walked away, shaking her head. And I was like, I don't give a fuck what you shake your head for. You ain't had no fucking business stopping a motherfucking truck when I don't know you, and my husband said he don't know you either. So it's kind of crazy. That shit was kind of crazy to me. So a lot of shit, like I said, all this shit's happening. I'm telling you shit that has happened. So when I speak on the shit, then you already know what's going on, what's up. And I've been doing it over the years, talking about different shit, posting stuff like that. So then after that, like I said, females start following the truck and going inside the store, and look at me. I mean, it was just fucking crazy. So then after that, then it was this couple, like this guy and this girl and their daughter. I don't know if the daughter was mentally challenged or what, but they was following us too everywhere we go. From Colorado, they had different license plates and stuff like that. And so I'm like, well, what the fuck is they following? Every time I look, I'm seeing them around too. So I'm saying, like, what the fuck is going on here? And it's always something different. So then it was another group from Illinois. I'm not going to even say your name because you already know who the fuck you are. So, and you still doing this crazy shit today because I keep seeing your fucking same license plate from Illinois. I'm not going to say the fucking name either because no advertisement for your ass either. And just let you know, I see you too, motherfuckers. Anyway, and so then, they still following and still doing, to this day, I still see the fucking same license plate, different things. So then I saw this white lady and this man. So I knew she was trying to get into my phone when I was at Love's. I knew she was trying to get into my phone because when she saw me in the bathroom, she rolled her eyes at me I saw the bitch roll her eyes at me up in the mirror. But I ain't say nothing. I'm saying to myself, like, I know this bitch didn't roll her eyes at me when I don't even know her, but it seemed like she know me. Older white lady, she could be like up in her maybe late 50s or early 60s or middle 60s, could be. So then when her husband came out the bathroom, she gonna grab his hand because she saw how the fuck I look. See, I don't have no fat on me. All my shit is natural. No plastic surgery on me at all. All my shit is natural. Ass, titties, everything is natural from what my mama gave me. I was built anyway with ass and breasts. And I always had a nice shape. So anyway, and then and like I said, when I'm on camera sometimes it make me look like I'm a plus size woman, but I'm really not. Because when people be around me and they see me and they were like, oh wow, I thought you look like you were a plus size woman. That comes from men sometimes will say that to me. Many men came up to me and say that. And it was like, well, I see that you not. You look good. You got a banging body. I said, yeah, because I keep myself up. I said, but just because you say that and flirt with me, that don't mean shit to me. I said, the same way you say that to me, you say it to another fucking woman. That's how, and that's how I say to people. Because I don't let that shit get to my head. See, that's just the type of person I am. I'm going to speak my mind, whether you like it or not. And that's why I always say, those the main ones is my haters. It's the ones that subscribe to me. I'm not saying all of my subscribers are like that, but I already know which ones they are. Because every time I post a video, they're the first ones to view it. And then when I get on live, they're the first ones to get on there on live and start saying crazy shit to me. That's how I know they're a hater. And you know, and then I told you about the airplane keep flying over my fucking house, the neighbor, and I got with my aunt, and she told me yes. You know, that was one of the neighbor that lived in the next city. You know, she knew him. And she was saying that she don't understand why he kept flying around the house. I said, yeah, because he's being nosy. Seeing when I'm leaving home, when I'm at home. That's basically what that is. And see, then these people were, because I used to turn off my GPS and my location, they would find a way to try to turn my phone on, you know, get into my phone so they can GPS track me through my own fucking phone. Like trying to, you know, copy my phone and stuff like that. That's what these people was doing. See, every time I stopped, these motherfuckers would stop too. And then have a straight face like they're not doing nothing at all. They just stopping to be stopping. And when I knew that none of this shit happened until I got with that advertisement company. And then all of a sudden, I see lines in the women's bathroom lined up. And it was never like that before. Until I got with the advertising company. See, I already put two together. I just didn't say shit to these motherfuckers. To let them know that I already know what the fuck you're doing. And then people was coming and telling me shit. And I'm just writing shit down. What people saying, names and everything, what people say. Because I'm waiting for them to come and do something major to me. And then I got all their asses. See, people think that they slick. They think that they can't get caught for the things that they're doing behind closed doors. But see, God can bring everything to the light. And that's why these people are losing badly now. Because they don't know how to mind their business and leave me the fuck alone. Because I washed my hands from the advertisement company years ago after I paid you, and when you didn't do what you're supposed to do, what you promised me to do. And you know, so that was just crazy stuff like that was going on, you know, y'all. And that's why I said I'm getting over here to talk about it, to bring this shit out in the opening once and for all. And so like I said, after that, then it was like I said, then it was like stalking me on social media. People were coming to my comments, try to catfish me. And like I said, then I have people would like send me messages back, like I messaged them, you know, send a message to them. And when I said, well, who the fuck is this? I was like, I don't even know you, so why would I send you a message if I don't know you? And like I said, social media is only for me to advertise business. That's it. I don't make friends with nobody. I'm not on there to make friends at all. If you follow me, you follow me. If you don't, you don't. It doesn't make me a bit of difference at all. Because that's not what my purpose is. That's not what my game and my focus is. I'm all about business. I'm a business-minded person, always have been. And I don't do toxic and drama situations. Especially negativity. I don't deal with that. I will tune it out. And I will remove myself from toxic environment and behaviors of people. That's why a lot of people have been blocked. And that's like I was telling you how they was going in now when I was talking about stuff, how they were going in there trying to stop my phone and stuff like that, and try to get into my accounts and all that craziness, where a lot of the access has been denied. And also record too, the fake IP addresses and everything else that you do. Don't you know that shit can come right back to you, whether it's fake or not? they still can find out who's really behind it. See, that's what dumb people don't understand about technology. See, that's why I stay up on top of technology. And also talk to people about the hackiness and how they be hacking into yourself. I talk to people about shit like that, and they schooling me on it. You know, you thinking that you deleted something and it's still gonna be there in the cloud. It doesn't go away. It stays there forever. Even if you delete it, it stays there forever. See, that's what you stupid people don't understand. And but anyway, that's another story for to talk about later on. But I ain't got time to be wasting my energy on that. I'm trying to tell a story, how all this shit began. And you know, so then when I got on social media, then they start trying to mess with the page and taking my contents and try to use it for theirs and my business and stuff. And like I said, any of my business contents or anything is showing up on anybody's pages because I have people looking out, and they're gonna let me know. You will get sued. Trust and believe you will be. Because I don't play when it comes to my business and my contents. Because I don't mess with nobody. I stay to myself. I'm not one of them drama person, one of them karmics, what they so-called say. I do stuff strictly by the book. I do it by the book. I document detailed stuff. It's always been me. Until next time, this is Grace.